right, let's get started. Welcome to Newbies Training, everyone. Happy New Year, 2018. Here we go. I'm really excited. I'm excited, obviously, for a new year of excitement in business, but obviously to meet more people, like some of you I haven't met on the line, which is really exciting. So I'm going to do the best that I can and share my wisdom with you. If you are new to Babes in Business, then this is going to show you our first milestone. So I'm going to explain how we get to SDBF. For those of you that have been with Babes in Business for a while now, you might just need to recap on some things, or you want to be able to share this with your team. So if you are a part of Babes in Business for quite some time now, you'll know that our mantra is that knowledge is power, but only when it's shared. So it's so great that you're going to learn these tools tonight, but it'll be great to share them with your team and move it on down the line, and that's what makes it replicable. So let's get started. And I don't know if I said it before, but I am your host, Crystal, just in case. It does say Shani, but I'm Crystal. So if throughout the time you need to ask any questions, just pop it into the chat on the side, and I'll be happy to answer. Because I do get a bit excited and I do talk quite fast, but I will do my very best. So let's get going. So when you first jump on board into Babes in Business and you open up your virtual office, you all start at a VF. So that's our first sort of starting point. And what we want to do is get you to your first level so that within your first 10 days, you potentially can receive a $100 bonus. So your first level up will be DVF. And what does DVF look like? So DVF is pretty much getting your first initial 3 clients or 1,000 points. So this is you, and we want to help. And we say we want to help 3 people, but on average, we need to have a look at our points. So you may need to help a few more people to reach your 1,000. But if some of you have already been inside the Babes in Business Hub and had a look at the packages, you will see that if you at least help them with a trio package, that is going to be 371 points. You help another with 371 points. And obviously, you've got over your 1,000 points just there. So when you, it's quite an easy step up, because you want to think of your warm market. So when you first get started, you want to think of, who can you help? Usually it's yourself. Straight from the get-go, when I jumped in, I jumped onto the shakes as well as the trio package, because I knew I could utilize the shakes for a post-workout, and I got the gummies for free for my son as well. So the trio was sort of a no-brainer. And I had altogether, I think that's 700 and something points. I'll tell you in a second exactly. So the trio is 371, like I just said. When we go into our shakes, so if we do 60 shakes, it works out, I think I'm off the board now, 60 shakes, that is 214 points. And then obviously you double that, so that is going to be 428 for 120 shakes. So if you potentially are helping someone with a package with the shake products or the trio, essentially we suggest that if you can help a friend, a family member, a neighbor, a co-worker, your mower man, or it doesn't matter, whoever you think a health program like the Health Style Emporium can benefit, then if we start off with our 3, you'll receive your 1,000 points. And if obviously, as I said, if you do that within your first 10 days, you are going to receive your $100 bonus. If you don't, that's okay. That doesn't mean you don't get to step up. You have a 30-day window to achieve that goal. But obviously, I want to look at the broader picture, which is SDBF, and how we get there. And so once we've hit our 3 people, so let's put you here again with your 3 people. You obviously with SDBF want to aim for 4,000 points. And you need to have 1 teamie with an order. And that can be anything. So when I first started, I knew a lot of people. I was pretty fortunate. I'm a personal trainer, so I had some lovely clients, and I got a big family. So, attaining my DVF was easy enough, and SDVF, I knew a lot of people that could benefit from the program. So I attained all my 4,000 points pretty quickly, which was exciting. But at the same time, it was the teamie that like got me a bit bamboozled. And so if we're looking at our next 40 to 60 days, so as I said, we worked on our first 10, now we're working on our 40-day window. If we attain SDVF in that time, you'll have a $400 bonus on the table. If you don't happen to make it in that time, that's okay. Again, you can still have the opportunity to step up and build your commissions. So you still have a 60-day window to achieve SDVF, but that is no bonus. So we're wondering, okay, what does that look like? So as I said, I kept showing everyone, and then last minute I put one of my friends jumped on board for me and started the business, which was awesome. But again, I left that to last minute, so I had to get all of the clients, which is a fulfilling business, and that's what we want to do at the end of the day. But it just puts that little bit of pressure on. So I want to show you how you can sort of work smart and not overly hard to get there. So let's just take off those lines. So let's bring you back again with your first 1,000 points. So if you reach out to someone that you know may want some part-time work, or that could be a mum that might be looking back to work but doesn't want to really leave her kids and put them into daycare, it's a perfect opportunity to reach out to that person. Or, you know, it might be someone that's sick of the 9-to-5 grind and they're commuting all the time and they want to find another way. So, you know, you might reach out to those people and say, hey, I don't know if this is going to be of interest to you, but I've started something that's really working out and I can work on my own time, my own terms. If I can show you a link, you know, would that be of interest? And if they go, yeah, I'd like to earn maybe an extra 200 to 500 a month, or, you know, they might want more than that. Obviously, we can definitely work out a business strategy session for them. But if you get them to jump on board and you show them how to get to DVF, just like you just did, if they have their 1,000 points each, so far you can see how quickly 3,000 points has accumulated. So all you would need is one extra order each, and that would get you 4,000 points. Or you could even find a third teamie, or say this man didn't exist. You can sort of see how many. You just get about 5 each, and that would get you to your first milestone of SDVF. So I just want to quickly show you, if I tended to speak too fast or I gave you too much information, I'm going to share my screen just quickly so that you're able to have a look at what SDVF looks like. I'm going to share my screen. Babes and Biz. So when you log on to Babes and Business, you will see we will go into our photo section. Click on albums, and tonight we're probably only really working with the Australian and New Zealand girls, but if you have team all over the world, as you see and you scroll along the albums here, you'll see the different countries pop up. Click on the designated country that's going to work for that person or for yourself. So for tonight, we're going to work with Australia. And as you can see, you know, how we're going to launch ourselves to SDVF. You can re-go over what I just suggested. But it also talks about the different packages and, you know, the different points value. So as I mentioned at the beginning, you know, I went on the Shakes and the Trio and got my free child health product, and I had 800 points. So I only needed one other person to jump on board with me, and I got to DVF quite quickly. But, you know, for some people, it may not be in their budget, and that's okay. We want to work with people at their level and their financial situation. So you can see the fruit and veg has 236. I mean, the berries is 135 points, and it's the smallest package. It only works out to be $1.60 a day. So you can still better someone's health and they get the free program, and the points value still accumulates to your promotion. So I hope that helps. So that's a quick overview of how we're going to get there, but you're probably wondering, what's our first steps? Where am I headed? What do I have to do? Well, when you first start in Babes in Business, I'm going to continue to share my screen here. Go back into photos. Just going to move my board over. We'll go back into albums. Now we all start, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to stay here for a long period of time. Even when you work your way up to SC and MD, you know, you're going to want to stay in milestone 1. So when you first jump on board, You are tagged in the Milestone 1 album, and you have a Milestone 1 PDF document. And it basically gets you to start your business strong, finds out more about yourself, your expectations, and what you'd like to see for your business, and it helps your mentor lead you in the right direction. So obviously STBF is a great benchmark. There's potential for great bonuses, great income, and it's an awesome kickstart for your first 40 days. So when you come into Milestone 1, as we said, you go into your welcome video, you learn more about yourself and also what is in Babes in Business. But I wanted to just highlight the books here. When I first started, GoPro, we didn't have Milestone 1 to go with, but GoPro was definitely one of the books that my mentor said that I had to get. So I bought the actual hard copy. You can, if you're more an Audible person, for sure, if you're a commuter or you learn better, it's easier for you to do Audible, please download the Audible book. But with GoPro, it's streamlined everything to do with this business and how to connect with others and how best to reach out and expand your network. And it's also a good reference book, so I always came back to it. So I was a highlighter and a doggy ear, and it's still my Bible that I carry around everywhere. So I definitely, if you can get time, download those 3 Audible books. The other thing you'll see here is step 16. You can see all the different flags. We're a global business. You have entered a global market. Potentially you might want to start in your area, and that's okay because you might be really new at this, but as you start to learn and grow, you'll feel more confident and you'll end up talking to people all over the world. So this helps cover the compensation plan a little bit more. As I mentioned, you know, if you are looking to earn $500 a month, the compensation plan is going to outline what you need to do to get there. So definitely tap into those there so you can see what it takes. The other thing I wanted to share with you is the scripts. Scripts are huge because sometimes you might have someone that's really excited, or you are so excited that you want to talk to someone and you juice plus Babes in Business vomit all over them because you're excited, aren't you? You know, you want to tell them everything. But we just need to like pull it back a bit, learn more about the person, and obviously look at the avenues at which best to approach. So this is more the product script. If you can see that the program and the product is going to be of benefit to a person, you know how best to approach it, and you can click on this selected script and it's going to help you. One thing I will tell you though is to be authentically you. If the script doesn't sound like you and it feels like you're just copying and pasting and it doesn't sit right, the person at the other end is going to feel that vibe and that energy. And we don't want to do that. We want you to be true to you. So if you need to just change a few words that make it sound from you, then definitely do that. So again, the program, when you do different posting, there's different options of scripts there. One I'll highlight a lot is objections. Babes in Business isn't for everyone. Going on a health journey isn't for everyone. And I don't want you to take that to heart. It's not a reflection on you. Them saying no right now is not a reflection on you. It is just their values aren't the same as yours right now. And that's okay because there's 7 million other people that you could help. So again, there's just a few other scripts. I won't go through them in the nitty-gritties. You guys will know where you need to reach out to figure out how to converse with that person. Again, the last thing I'll just show you down the bottom is how to. So when we first get started, obviously I said to you, first 3 clients, we're going to get to DBF, 1,000 points, ready to rock. How do I process that? Well, we have how to navigate your virtual office. How do you process orders? How do you learn to see that the points are accumulating? You know, and in there is just a few links that show some videos that are going to show you around your virtual office. And then you don't have to feel so lost or overwhelmed. And again, just a few other how-tos that are going to help you build your business. One last thing, on the bottom here, you will see the planners. I make it with my team a non-negotiable. So there are so many different trainings to suit time zones and for yourself. You don't have to go to every single training, but definitely picking one event a week and definitely newbies and like tonight. For example, tonight I make Tuesday nights my Babes in Business night. So there's a 6:30 Babes in Business event. So I go on to either present or, you know, be there for my team and support others. I definitely jump on the newbies because I want to make sure that you guys have the best opportunity to learn and grow. You know, something that you might hear tonight, it might just go past your head, and then next week you listen to it and pick something else up. And leadership training is quite informative, and it covers different topics that will be of value as you grow and progress. So you don't have to do Tuesdays if that doesn't work, but have a look at the weekly planner, put it in your diary, and remember that this is a business and you need to learn and grow, and the events are non-negotiable. So that is milestone 1. Now, the other thing I will show you before I start coming back to my whiteboard is, righto, what steps do we take? We want to build our social media platform. How is the best way to go about that? For some people, really creative, they know exactly what they want to post, they're really engaged, and that's great. For others, they might be a bit more introvert, not sure, thinking it over, and just, yeah, don't know how to contribute to building online. So we come back in initially and you will be informed with the 60 actions in 60 days. So I don't know what your daily method of operation is. I don't know how much time that you have, but if you have half an hour or you only put 2 hours away to do this every day, then you need to work with that and you need to be proactive and disciplined. It's so easy to open up your laptop and scroll through Facebook and feel like you've done work, but your paycheck's not reflecting that. So that is why the 60 and 60 has been created. I can see that people are chatting, so I will have a look to help you guys out in a minute. But you can see here that there's an action, a daily action every day. So when you first start, a lot of us, if not all of us, have done day 1. You know, it's step 1, add 10 people and private message. So for me, I set a timer on my phone. You might be more disciplined and you might have a 10-minute break, or you might be sitting on the loo, or you might be waiting for the dryer to finish. Wherever you're at, 10 minutes, you are adding 10 people and you're saying, hey, I would love to connect, with a cool emoji. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to be all nervous. You're just reaching out. You're just trying to add 10 people. Not all of them will accept you, and not all of them will converse back. And that's okay. You just want to build that network gradually so that when you are posting, you know, you have new people having a look at, you know, your opportunity that you have on offer. So you'll also see the launch post. And when you come over to the side here, you can see there's a tutorial on expanding your network, and it goes for 5 minutes. And that's your action step. So that's going to tell you how to expand your network, what steps you need to take. And when you watch that 5-minute video, you'll go, okay, I know what I'm doing. And so when day 2 comes, you don't need to reflect back on how to expand your network because you know what to do. And the launch post always comes with ideas, and you can click on the link and it will take you straight over to different launch post ideas. You'll connect with your mentor as well, and, you know, we'll converse with you with that. So that is basically what happens every single day. So as I said, if you've got half an hour, you might do 10 minutes in the morning, set up your posting schedule. You know, at midday, while you have lunch, you might put 10 minutes aside. And then when the kids go to bed, you might do half an hour just before you go to bed. However you plan your day, just make sure that you're proactive and following the steps. So I'm going to stop sharing now, and I'm going to talk to you about our high-paying activities. Oh, you're talking about audibles and books? Oh, you go, gal. All helping each other out. That's what Babes is all about. Okay, so let's get back into how we're going to build a business, make money, be successful. We've had a look at milestone 1. We've had a look at our 60 and 60. Let's bring our whiteboard back and do our high-paying activities. So, I feel like you can barely see my whiteboard, so I apologize. I hope you can still hear me okay. So, our high-paying activities. Again, a non-negotiable, because you want to build a business and business makes an income. Doing high-paying activities brings in the income. Watching your Facebook and waiting for someone to like your post is not going to bring in any money. Activities. So awesome. So let's go. Number one, we're going to go with sharing. So as I mentioned earlier, it is about sharing you, sharing your journey, being authentic, living the mission. You obviously love health and wellness. You want to help people. You try different recipes, or you love going to yoga, or the gym is your thing, or meditations is something you're practicing right now. So posting things like that and sharing yourself is going to bring attention to the people that you network with. And then when people are going to like on your posts, it's a perfect opportunity to share with them. So if someone's like, wow, those yoga poses are amazing, how did you get into that? And you may start conversing saying that I actually am a part of the Health Style Emporium right now, and they're doing a 30-day yoga challenge. It's so much fun. Actually, I think you'd really benefit if I sent you an info link on the Health Style Emporium. Maybe you could check it out. Would that be of interest to you? And there's an opportunity just there, just from you being authentically you on your social media platform and conversing with someone and sharing your story, your journey, and then the opportunity with somebody else. So the next one is training and events. I love this part because right now I'm virtually high-fiving you. I say it every time in my newbies training because literally you all should pat yourselves on the back that you've actually attended tonight, starting back in 2018, ready to rock your business. You know what you need to learn, you know what you need to do, and this is going to help you. So attending training and events is, again, non-negotiable. I know I've said that word 10 times already, but if you want to learn about products, the program, you're not going to learn that in 5 minutes. When we start a job, we're not fantastic at it. We have the basics, but we have to learn and grow. And it's events that really trigger different information points that help you to do that. So please pick your time and day, put it in your diary, and attend events weekly and regularly. And if you also have noticed, we have an upcoming boot camp in February, which you'll really want to be a part of, and they're really fun. And so, again, another opportunity to grow personally and also for your business. So number 3 is growing your network. We just touched base on that. Adding your 10 people is growing your network. Do you do 60 actions in 60 days, or do you do 20 days worth and maybe do day 25 later? No, we need to be consistent. Adding to your network, as I said, there's 10 people to potentially add. You may get 5, you may get 4, but if you're continually posting and sharing your mission, you need to show that to new people. Otherwise, preaching to the same is not actually going to get your business growing. So please keep reaching out. If you're unsure on how to grow your network, there's a link in milestone 1, as we just said on day 1. But there's so many Facebook ads that come up with things that you like. So there's mutual friends there, there's groups, and obviously there's other mentors such as Ashy Vines and other things like that, if you follow that sort of area. And there's plenty of people that love health and wealth, so you'll be able to network that way. Okay, so number 4, we have our inviting. So I'll be honest, when I saw this as a high-paying activity in the early days when I first started, I was like, how do I invite people? I'm not sure if it's them, and I don't know what they're going to think of me. Oh my gosh, get out of your head and into your heart, and it's just an invitation. They may decline or they may accept. But the best way to invite is to obviously have a relationship with your potential friends or whoever you're talking to, and you may ask that question. Hey, I don't know if this is for you, but I'm attending this awesome event tonight, and I think that it could be a benefit for you because you mentioned how you're not really loving your job right now, or they cut your hours, or you're looking for a new career avenue and you can work on your own terms and be your own boss. So if I send you a link to this event tonight, would you like to come along? That's inviting. And they might go, no thanks. And that's okay. As I said, not a reflection on you. It's just no for now. And then when you're talking to others, you'll find that some people will say yes, for sure. Why not? Say yes to more. So that's inviting. And there's also another motto that we have in Babes in Business and the Dream Team. So a link a day pretty much gets rid of your shitty job. So if you can invite someone and put them in front of Babes in Business or the Health Style Emporium, you have a lot better chance of growing a successful business. And if you are looking at getting to the top position, you're going to get there a lot quicker. So that's inviting. The last one, how much time do I have? 5 minutes, I'm rocking it, talking super speed, is follow up, which sort of went down on my board there. So following up is everything, is the most important thing of all. If you're not following up, you're going nowhere. People are going to see this as a fad for you, is that you're not really taking it seriously. So, for example, from the get-go, you're adding to your network. When someone says, yeah, hey, thanks for connecting, you need to follow up with that. You need to go, awesome, how was your day today? Or what fun are you up to on the weekend? Or whatever. You need to start initiating that conversation, building that rapport, forming that relationship, because that's obviously what's going to get you, with no intentions, of course. Please don't feel you have to reach out and go, oh, they're going to be my next email or whatever, because as I said, it's not for everyone. But building relationships will soon connect you with the right people, and you get to put them in front of an awesome opportunity here. Following up is also bringing someone to an event and making sure you have a follow-up call booked. If that feels daunting to you, reach out to your mentor, set up a 3-way chat or a 3-way call to follow that person up. Because if they watch an event and then just get nothing, goes nowhere, what happened to all that effort that you just put in? So following up is, what did you like best? Thanks so much for coming. I'm so glad that stood out for you. You know, what could this be for you in your life? And, you know, asking those 3 quality questions in a follow-up call and getting them to the next stage, or even getting them onto your team or a client. That's what follow-up also means. Following up is one more thing. Oh, if following up is someone said, yep, I want to check this out, and you're like, great, I would love for us to have a quick chat after you've had a look at the link. When would suit you? What's a good day for you? And you hear nothing. Or you can see that they've seen your message, but they haven't replied. And you're like, oh my God, they hate me, they're judging me, I'm not important, they hate this, what have I done? Don't think that at all. How many of us have been busy and we've seen a message and we haven't replied till the next day, or we've totally forgotten about it? That's life. You're not always the most important person that they want to get back to. So, just remember that you followed them up, like they've not answered. So you might go a few days later, hey, I'm sorry, I'm feeling like a bit of a stalker. I just wanted to see that, you know, the other day I wanted to know if you saw my message. Would love to connect and talk more about the Health Style Emporium. You know, is that still of interest to you? And it's just that follow-up. And they might go, oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. I'm so sorry. Yes, please send me the link. I'm available Tuesday. And before, 5 minutes ago, you were in your head going, they hate me, they hate this, what have I done? So following up is really important. And someone might say no for now, but you might follow up in 6 months' time and be surprised that they're interested. I also do like to love and like and comment on people's pages. So that's also a follow-up trigger. If you haven't heard from someone and it's you are feeling like a stalker and you don't want to message them again, that's okay. Just jump on their page, see their post, like it, send a little love and comment or some laugh or tears or whatever they've got going on. And sometimes it's the trigger for them to go, oh, the notification says Crystal has stalked me for 3 of my posts. I need to get back to her. And so then you get back on board with your follow-up. So that is basically Newbies training done and dusted for 2018. I hope you got a lot out of that, or something else really spark that interest, which is going to get you to work and bust it out. If you have any questions, I think everybody has been answering them anyway, or chatting amongst themselves. So it's really good that you've done that. Otherwise, I think, guys, we can hand over. We can pretty much go into training. So I am going to end the recording. And